And welcome back to my channel. I'm Natasha Hamilton with eXp Realty, your King City real estate specialist. And today we're diving into your November 2025 King City market update. So we're covering the data, the insights, and the strategies you need, whether you're thinking about buying, selling, or investing, or planning for the spring market. So let's break down what's really happening in one of GTA's most prestigious communities. So first, let's look at the big picture. The King City market has officially shifted. We're now in a landscape where buyers hold significantly more power than they did even 6 months ago. So inventory is up, timelines are longer, prices are moderating, and buyers are gaining negotiation leverage. And on top of all that, mortgage rates are finally improving, which is boosting confidence across the board. So if you're a buyer, this is your moment. If you're a seller, you absolutely can win, but strategy matters more than ever. I can't stress that enough. Let's talk pricing because this is where most people have questions. So year over year, prices have actually cooled. The average price is down 5.6% and the median price is down 3.3%. So that reflects the broader correction from the pandemic peaks that we saw in around 2021 and 2022. But here's what's interesting. Prices actually jumped more than 10% month over month from September to October. So, what does that mean? It tells us that the market is actually stabilizing and that correctly priced homes, as well as well presented homes, are still actually attracting strong demand. So, short term increases don't actually erase long term cooling, but they do signal that buyers are stepping back in when the product and the pricing are right. Inventory is where the shift is most obvious. So King City saw a 20% increase in active listings year over year, sitting around 180 to around 200 homes on the market. So this is one of the highest inventory levels we've seen in years. So for buyers, this means more choice, less pressure, and a slower, more thoughtful buying process. On the other hand, for sellers, it means your home must stand out. Strategic pricing, strong presentation, and premium marketing are essential in a market where buyers have options. Sales volume has slowed dramatically. So only 23 homes sold in October, which is a 28% decline year over year. But this doesn't mean there aren't buyers. So this means buyers aren't rushing. They're being cautious, they're waiting for rate clarity and taking their time. In the luxury segment, which is King City, buyers have the financial means to wait for the perfect property. So demand isn't gone, it's just delayed. Another strong sign of a shifting market is days on market. So right now, homes are taking 27 to 40 days to sell, depending on the property and its pricing strategy. So that's significantly longer than what we saw in the previous periods. So longer days on market means two things. Buyers have more negotiating power, and sellers must position their listings correctly from day one. Homes that linger often get stigmatized, which leads to fewer showings and tougher negotiations. So your first impressions really do matter. Sale to list ratio. So King City, the average list to sale ratio is 96%. That means that homes are selling for 4% below asking price. And in a luxury market, that 4% can equal tens or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. So this confirms that negotiation is officially back. Buyers are paying premiums and sellers must align their pricing with real market conditions to avoid long timelines and multiple price reductions. Mortgage rate improvements. Now, for the best news in months, interest rates. So, 5 year fixed rates are as low as 4.89%, and variable rates are hovering around 5.25%. So, the Bank of Canada has lowered the policy rate to 4.5%, with more easing expected through to 2026. So this means lower carrying costs, stronger affordability, and more budget flexibility, especially for move up buyers. So rates are finally working with buyers instead of against them, which is something we haven't seen in a very long time. Market interruption. So, what does this market actually mean for you? So, for buyers, you have more choice, you have less competition, the ability to negotiate, you have better financing, you have time to make smarter decisions, and conditions are back on the table, which is huge for all buyers. So for sellers, on the other hand, pricing must reflect today's market, not 2021 during COVID. Presentation matters more than ever, and overpricing leads to long timelines and weaker negotiations. So luxury requires targeted exposure. So correct strategy equals better results every single time. King City behaves differently than the rest of the GTA. So high price points naturally lead to a smaller buyer pool. Luxury buyers tend to be more rate sensitive on large mortgages, so they have the patience to wait for the perfect home. And many homeowners here prefer to delist rather than sell under their ideal number. So this leads to what we call a tight effective inventory. So lots of listings on paper, but not all sellers are truly motivated. So understanding this key, whether you're buying or selling in the luxury segment, is crucial. The delisting trend. So this isn't just happening in King City, it's a national trend right now. So in the US, we saw over 100,000 delistings, up 50% year over year, and the GTA is seeing similar behavior. So sellers are choosing to pull their homes off the market rather than accept lower prices. And when that happens, inventory looks higher than it truly is. So this keeps prices artificially supported and creates a wait and see mood in the market. Why real estate still wins long term. So, even with short term volatility, real estate still remains one of the strongest wealth building tools available. So, short term dips don't change the long term trajectory of equity. And in softer markets like this one, buyers get conditions and stronger negotiation and more favorable financing. So, history shows that today's uncertainty becomes tomorrow's equity. Why now is still a strong time to buy? So, right now is a strong moment for buyers, especially in King City. This is because you're getting the best selection we've had in years, reduced competition, you have better interest rates, and the ability to actually include protective conditions in your offer. So, with a tighter spring expected, buyers who move now may get a better value and better negotiating power because in today's market, buyers write the rules. How sellers can still win. So, sellers can absolutely win in this market, but only with the right strategy. So, here's what matters most. So, market aligned pricing. So, not based on pandemic peaks. We need premium marketing. That's obviously the standout. Professional staging to drive emotional connection, and we need strategic positioning to avoid price cuts and long days on market. So, correct pricing plus premium marketing equals top dollar outcome. Your winning approach in today's market. So here's the exact system that I use to help my sellers succeed. So a full pre-list strategy session, professional staging, luxury media, photos, video, and drone, high converting digital marketing and YouTube SEO, data backed pricing using Manus Analytics, and weekly reporting with strategic adjustments. So, this approach ensures your home stands out and sells for the highest possible price in today's shifting landscape. So, looking ahead to spring 2026, in Q1, we expect delayed buyers to return as rate clarity improves. By early Q2, demand should increase while inventory tightens. And during the spring peak, we typically see more competition and price stabilization. So especially in desired neighborhoods. So this means a buyer may face more competition later on, and sellers may benefit from listing earlier before the market crowds up. So, no matter your plans, whether you're buying, moving up, downsizing, investing, or even listing, I create a customized strategy based on Manus Analytics, local market trends, pricing projections, buyer behavior insights, and premium marketing systems. So, every client and every property is unique, and your plan should reflect that. So if you're ready for a personalized King City market update or want to explore buying or selling opportunities, I'd love to help. You can reach me anytime at 226-974-6544 or natashahamilton.ca, or you can email me at natasha.hamilton@exprealty.com. Again, I'm Natasha Hamilton with eXp Realty, your trusted King City specialist. Thanks again for watching, and make sure to subscribe to my channel and share this video with anyone you think would benefit from it. And I'll see you guys in the next video.